Welcome Terrarians to Arterria. I'm CheesyPaninie.
I'm Khaios, and this is the series where two builders collide to put their creativity to the test.
Each week, Khaios and I will take turns adding to a build to see where it goes. But there's a twist.
We will be restricted on how big the build can be, and we can only place 2,000 items per play session, plus an option to paint and place wires.
In addition, we won't be able to use pickaxes, hammers, wire cutters, paint scrapers, or empty buckets. In other words, there are no undos.
Stick with us for the 11-episode series and see what kind of glorious or hideous creation we can muster.
Let's get to it.
Greetings Terrarians, Khaios here. Welcome back to Arterria. Now, I hope you've already been to CheesyPaninie's channel to check out the previous episode, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and take my first look at what she's done. Alright, so we got nighttime. I don't see anything different here, except for black paint and fire. Alright. So we got some, I don't know if she placed that or if it grew naturally, but we got more fire. Everything is burning. Cheesy, why is everything burning? This looks like some sort of banner that's going on. I saw something up there. Do I want to check that out now? I'm going to go over here. She done anything to mine? She's put fire on my build too. Burning everything. I'm not going in there. Alright, let's see what was over here. Ooh, creepy black chains. Alright. A demon monster head. Looking pretty creepy, I like it. Oh man, that's interesting, a blend of materials we have going on here. I really wish we could hammer. I would point these teeth. Oh my god, no, hammer is so hard. Oh man. So this might be like the skeleton body of it. I wonder if I could add anything to it, like flesh maybe. I'm liking this. Ooh, this is actually flesh, this black bit here. You can see my footsteps are leaving blood behind. What else have we got going on? It's kind of looking like windows. She is obsessed with these dressers. Alright. Let's see. Anything else? Nothing over here. Maybe I'll add something over there. But I don't want to overexert myself like I did last time. And, ooh, this has been extended. Nice. Wow, this has really been extended. I feel like she's just dumping materials here now after I've seen her first playthrough. I got a bunch of doors. Let's put them here. This looks good though, I like that. Let's see if that sensor is rigged up to anything. So, when it turns daytime, unicorns will come after me. You made a mistake by making it middle of the night, Cheesy. Should have made it closer to dawn so I could have gotten caught off guard. Alright, she hasn't touched anything here. I kind of expected my garden to be on fire. So maybe I'll actually finish this up this time around. And maybe add on to that creature that she's got going on. So I'm going to take a moment, figure out what materials I'd like to get, and then I will get back to you guys in just a little bit. For my materials, I had 3 objectives in mind. 1, I wanted to trap CheesyPaninie, possibly kill her again. I know, I've already done that, but come on, it's a laugh, it's fun. Maybe if I get her expecting it every time, I can leave it out one time and she'll be like, oh no, where's the trap? Any rate, so I grabbed some spiky ball traps and some logic sensors, and we'll work on that in a little bit. The second big plan of mine is to continue working on my hanging garden. I'm going to try and build a tree. I know I can't hammer, so I know it's not going to be perfect, but I thought I'd take the challenge and see how it goes. The third project is I want to add to the monstrosity that Cheesy has started. I'm going to try and make it look like it's coming out of some clouds or smoke or fog or something like that. Those are the materials I got, so let's get to the build. The first order of business is shenanigans. So I'm working on the trap for CheesyPaninie. What I'm doing is lining the edges of this banner looking thing with some green or emerald gem spark blocks. And I'm just trying to make it look like I'm throwing in a little bit of chaos color design to offset the purple for Cheesy. But really what's going to happen in here is if she enters the area, it's going to spew out a bunch of spiky balls, and it's also going to actuate or activate the gem spark blocks, so she can't get out. The only way to actually get out of this when she walks in would be to fly through the middle-ish area and hit 2 player sensors at the same time so they offset each other. But if she doesn't do that, she's going to be trapped in here with these spiky balls until either she uses her Rod of Discord or she dies. It's a little cruel. Hopefully it gives her a laugh. I don't mind. Next up, I'm just going to go over some of the mistakes or left out areas of the hanging garden. I can't place new paint over that spot of cyan that I accidentally messed up by using my paint sprayer, which is really unfortunate. And of course, Cheesy got a good laugh pointing it out to me. But I can paint the unpainted blocks, which helps. I thought I'd be able to place mud to break some of those jungle grass deco items, but I was not able to. So I decided to just dump the rest of my mud down with the pyramid below. Luckily, I counted enough chains to the dot to make sure that I had enough to make the other 2 platforms actually hang without having excess chains like I did last time. I did a lot more planning this time around to try and get an appropriate amount of materials without running out of ideas or things to do. Now I'm going to work on building the tree. In hindsight, I probably should have waited a little bit longer for the grass to grow onto the other side, but once that first block was placed, what's done is done. So normally I would do a lot of sloping and shaping with the hammer when it comes to building trees, but I don't have that option. So I'm doing the best that I can. It's gonna look really choppy and subpar in my opinion, but I think it turned out okay in the end. Better than I expected when I started getting to this point, and I'm like, oh no, what's gonna happen? Just to consume some of the extra wood that I have in my inventory, I decided to throw some hanging leaves on the ceiling area above the hanging garden, and honestly, even though I'm just dumping materials, I think it looked pretty good in the end. Now I'm just gonna throw that extra waterfall wall down beneath the hanging area, because I'm probably going to be expanding on that idea more in a future episode. Next up, I decided that I wanted to work on kind of adding to the build that Cheesy had going with this monster head over here. So I threw down a blood water fountain to make water look more like blood, and then used a water dripper on the teeth to just kind of make it look like it's oozing some blood. And now I'm placing some red painted flesh blocks. And the reason why I like to paint the flesh red is because the normal sprite has things like purple colors in it that I'm not a huge fan of. I think it looks good, but I think it takes away from the fleshy feel for me personally. So when I use flesh block, I do like to give it a bit of a red tint. And I knew I didn't have a ton of paint left, so in addition to the flesh block, I have flesh walls, which I don't need to paint. They don't have that purple hue in them. So I'm just expanding the body of this monstrosity out. And now I'm just kind of giving it the fog that I thought might look good to make it look like this head is coming out of something. I'm not sure if it'll be a fog or a smoke. Eventually I decide that I'm going to paint it black, but I don't have enough black paint. So we're just gonna see where this goes. I'm really curious to see where Cheesy takes it from here. Using these bone blocks that I had, I kind of want to give it some like bone tendrils coming out of it. Just kind of like a serpent kind of thing, like an eel that you might see underwater, but instead of fins, they're bones, something like that. But I had way too many bones left over after I made the tendrils, so I decided to just make piles of bones underneath the monster on the floor below, just to clear up the rest of my inventory. And that is the build, or rather I should say builds, done for today. That's my 2,000 blocks, my 500 paint. I didn't use all of my wire, but I did use all of my actuators. And we'll see if we successfully trolled Cheesy again. Got her pretty good with that lava last time. So we're just gonna go through one final look of everything real quick. And, oh, what do we have here? Oh, Cheesy. You thought you could point out my cyan mispainted blocks and get away with it, huh? Well, I see where a certain somebody forgot to place an actuator. Two can play at that game, Cheesy. I hope you all enjoyed the builds. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. Next Saturday, be sure to go to CheesyPaninie's channel and check out the next episode in the series. I'm really enjoying it. I know Cheesy's enjoying it. I hope you all are too. Thank you all very much for watching. I'll catch you all later. Happy building.